This is such a stupid idea. I don't know why I let Zach talk me into this. Oh. Hello. That sounded stupid. Well, I had a bit of a break right now, and I thought that I could spend it with you. I don't get breaks too often, and I know that you said that you wanted to spend time together for whatever reason, so apparently people think that I don't socialize enough, which, when you think about it, I'm the only one of the gods that actually deals with and talks to models every single day. But apparently that doesn't really count. But, well, Zach was saying that you were asking about me. I suppose that I am, well, I can't really physically get sick or die, so... Oh, not physically. Then I... Sure. How is that not a proper answer? Well, I suppose I am fine. I've just had things on my mind of late, is all. No, nothing bad, I don't think. Just unusual. At least, for me, it is. It's not that I don't want to talk about it, I'm just not very used to talking about myself and all that sort of stuff. Zai keeps telling me that, well, he's on this mission to sort of heal all of us, I think. And I understand his point. And I have begun to understand the want, I suppose, for connections, which I was not sure that I ever would, but, well, you have been something unusual. Well, do you think I don't just make friends with any random shade? Or any shades, really? It's better that I don't get involved. But, well, Achilles has been at the house for a long time, and I think of him almost like any other being who works there. So, are you really so different? I think perhaps mortals are better than us, sometimes. I have always felt disconnected from the rest of the gods. Well, I'm not the god of death, you know that, right? I am death personified. So, that sort of, creeps out some of the others. They keep their distance. Not Zack, of course, but there were a few. Meg has always been a friend, I suppose, and Lord Ares and I, well, let's just say that I owe him one. But other than that, I don't really have friends. And seeing Zagreus become friends with shades, I suppose it's not really the taboo that I thought that it was. Or that Lord Hades made out that it was. My reluctance, you see, is I cannot get invested in every single shade that I bring here. Or rather, help deliver here. You understand? So it is... I keep using the word unusual, but I'm not the best at describing these things. But I find myself wanting your company, I suppose, or whatever. I mean, you're not any less agreeable than anyone in the house, so, and you know, it's quieter out here, so it's not just 'cause you're here. I I mean it is because you're here. I don't like feeling like this. I'm not blushing. I think you're just mistaking the shadow for my hood. No, I'm not going to pull it down. I... Maybe this was a mistake. I should bid you farewell. I don't make a habit of running away. Zagreus is a lot braver than I am. He wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. I have never wanted to bear myself like that, though. I think for a long time I didn't really know that I had a heart at all. And now, well, Zach said I had the ability to do this, but I am doubting that. I know that I'm not the best at showing gratitude. I think that perhaps I don't like depending on other people. I'm just used to being alone. And I don't mind being alone, but now You... Not many shades have wanted to try and befriend death. And the few that have, often the end goal has been manipulation. On their part, I mean. Trying to, in the end, befriend me in the hopes that I will bring them back to life. Which... no. So if you're thinking that... no. I can't and I won't. But you haven't asked for that. You haven't really asked for anything. So I have to wonder what exactly your end goal here is. Because Zagreus seems to think that you are honest and good for me, apparently, and that I should tell you how I feel. But I God, I hate this. Right. I'm not really meant to be a coward, but I'm supposed to tell you that I enjoy your company and that I would like to enjoy it more often, perhaps even I could invite you to my chambers. Oh God, I realize that sounds like I'm... I'm not propositioning you. That's not what this... why would you even think that? It wasn't meant to sound like that. I just meant, I mean, if you wanted, if you took it that way and that sounded appealing, I mean, I'm not exactly gonna say no, but I sort of meant, yeah, I think I am trying to say that. I think that I'm trying to tell you that I like you. Which feels like such a childish thing to say. But there you go. I think I would like to disappear now, yeah. You were... what do you mean you knew? I didn't... I didn't even know that you were waiting for me. What, to figure myself out? Well, I... You know, I enjoy Lord Ares's company, and Meg's company, and Zach's company, and Mother Nyx's company, and even Hypnos, but I couldn't really tell if that's how I enjoyed your company or not, or because I haven't really felt anything more strong than that before, but Zach was talking to me about it and was asking you if I thought about it, if I thought about us, if I hated the idea or if I found it appealing, and I suppose that I find it appealing. Well, it took me long enough. You've been flirting with me for months. Uh, well, yes, you said that, but I just assumed that you would. Oh. Oh. Pretty much every single sentence further that is uttered is making me want to leave. I know that isn't fair to you, though. I'm not used to this. I don't want you to expect me to be able to give something that I can't, or give it quickly. But I am starting to get a little behind on work, but that's not me just trying to make an excuse. I can hear my bells ringing. So, but this was a productive chat, right? Good. Then I suppose I'll find you here again when I next get a break, and we can talk. I guess. Right. Ah. Then, if you'll excuse me, I. For a second, why? What do you. That's, sort of dangerous, don't you think? Trying to get a kiss from death. I. No, I suppose nothing. It doesn't seem to have had an effect on you. You could always try it again to be sure, but like, I mean, I don't care either way, so. But I know that if I want a kiss, I can just ask. Or I mean, I know that now, but as I said, I didn't really mind either way, so. If you wanted to. You're just sort of staring at me. You're not gonna do it again unless I ask, are you? You're going to be a handful, aren't you? I'd say that it feels like you're going to be the death of me, as the mortal expression goes, but. Fine. Could you kiss me again before I leave? Okay. I'll I mean, I'll see you again. duty calls. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that audio commissions are currently open. And I also have a Ko-fi and a Patreon. If everyone who followed me donated just £1 a month, that would help me out so much. There are numerous different rewards on my Patreon, including access to my Discord, your name read aloud in the credits, and 2 exclusive Not Safe for Work audios every month if you join the top fledgling tier. And a reminder that I do stream on Twitch about 3 times a week. A thank you to my fledglings: Phoenix JN, Andy Christ, Enter, Solo Moon, Whipson, The Lucio Archives, Colleen Dawn, Remedy Reverie, Rasley D, Taylog, Texsexual, Theo Nightmare, Jazzy Bernabelle, Liam, Shoji1280, Mike Yavorski, Nesquik, Vampire Obsessed, Nerd Herder, Mouse, Ali Wally, B, Lizzie Hanyu, Jordan Draws, Food Crimes and Fire, Ollie Mag, Michaela, Astrid Alton, Atis, Shami, Ruby Granados, Quentin, Carry On, Pompey for Elephants, Euronotti, Asterash, Delmo, Unibosh, Psych, Not So Kiwi, Pris, Wolf Cruz, Percy, EJ Fizz, Kudo, Hell, Spicy But Sad, Jelly Kelly Koss, Stfussel, Noella Connor, and Kieran. And a thank you to my familiars: Cryik, T.R.O. Voodoo Doll, Neuron Name, Abby Clayton, Maximum, Your Friend Blue, Doris, Dandelion, Saladoria, Lauren Lovett, Abby, Zaz, Hunbun, Sev, and Finn.